Hello, this is Karen's Daily Creature Comforts for the day of August 21st, 2017. Happy Solar Eclipse Day. A lot of you woke up early to catch the solar eclipse, and the Six of Swords card is an interesting card to talk about. This card is magical. It's leaving the past behind card, and when I asked the Supreme Being what the basis or foundation for this reading on the solar eclipse day was about, he said that we're the cosmos, C-O-S-M-O-S, is, can you say that one more time, Supreme Being? Saying the cosmos is turning a corner. He's saying the world is changing, and earlier when I read this card, he was talking about how now it's a brand new world. It's almost like we were baptized today by the solar eclipse. Indeed, it's not going to come back, another solar eclipse quite like that, until 2099. Many of us who are here now will not be here. Some will. That's kind of exciting that it's a world cataclysmic event, and the Supreme Being is chuckling and going, you know, he likes a good crowd. So I was amused by how amused the Supreme Being is by his fireworks, quote unquote, and and we've got so many amazing Major Arcana cards. More than half of our cards are Major Arcana cards. That's basically what I would. And you can't make this stuff up. Can you believe that the Sun card was the significator? And then the Moon card, I'm not making this up. It's just awe-inspiring. The Sun and the Moon card here. How can you, they don't occur. The Sun and Moon cards don't even occur, seldomly occur together in a reading. 6 Major Arcana cards out of 10. To me, this, also Supreme Being goes, he wants people to know that they're spirit. So here's another epiphany, or, okay, maybe, look how cool that is. Look how cool that reading is for the solar eclipse. The Moon being in the final position, and the Sun being basically the first card in this reading. Wow. Wow, everything else is gravy. Okay, now the King of Swords, we're crossed by the King of Swords. You have to know that this is a politician. This can be a politician, and it lends a little interesting little swerve to our reading here, how a certain politician didn't sign a certain environmental agreement that was created by another president. So when I asked about this card earlier, he said that, I mean, we're not naming names here, we're just going, he's just saying you will be rewarded or not rewarded for your efforts. And we're going to leave it right there. You will be rewarded or you will not be rewarded for your efforts. Okay. And then, such an interesting reading. And then we have the Emperor card, in the past, relevant to the situation. Can't make this stuff up. I didn't seriously pull the cards off camera, but these are the cards. Can't make this stuff up. And there is a position of the Moon. This is when things come to light that weren't previously known of. That's your final position card. And it also could mean mother, And here I would assume it's Mother Earth that wants to be represented by this reading. The Nine of Swords card is where we're staying up night. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy card. Staying up late at night, thinking the worst is going to happen, and then we find out that we're bringing to us the worst. Now, this is the strength of your power in the situation. Maybe people are up in the middle of the night praying for a better outcome for the world. And the Four of Swords is we're now coming out of a period where we were temporarily in some kind of a state of suspension. Now it's time to come out of the state of suspension and to journey forward, onward, and upward. This is the effects of others in our life, or it could be how you. It's not really you or I think maybe it's more of, since this is a general reading and this is a special reading, it's a world. It's how you or I, or how the world is, or the Western Hemisphere is being seen. We're coming out of state of suspension where we kind of felt like we didn't have any power, and now we have power because we were blessed again by this absolute wonderful eclipse, solar eclipse. And it only happens, it's going to happen again in 2099. So we can't deny that it was a special cataclysmic event. High Priestess reversed talks about usually it's wise counsel when it's upright, so we can only presume to know what that means. If it's wise counsel upright, the other holds true. For when it's reversed, this is in our hopes and fears position. And then the Moon card, again, this is when secrets are revealed. Okay, awesome reading. AWE, awesome. And I mean, the powers that be created this reading, and they also created that. The same powers created the solar eclipse. And then we have the Divine Guidance card, the Hierophant in our present situation. And the Hierophant is usually symbolic of traditional religion, but here, because we're bringing it into the modern world, it could be people that demonstrate those abilities to, it talks about, they call it the Pope, the Pope Tarot Pope. So this is the Pope. So this is this is a minister, or priest, or the person that's most influential in your life as far as religious or spiritual guidance. So it could be a spiritual guide, or it could be a light worker, or it could be somebody that you rely on for your insight, and they just have that ability to counsel wisely. So it is the Pope of the Tarot deck. Interesting, huh? I mean, you just don't make this stuff up. It makes, people saw the eclipse and they had tingles running up and down their spine. I'm getting that from doing the reading in regards to the solar eclipse, but it's all one and the same. And then I think we revealed all the cards. The Justice card, or the Strength card, in the near future is is reversed, and here they talk about how someone is not listening to their inner voice. Now, it's not anyone of you out there in the viewing audience. This is more the state of the world here in the Western Hemisphere, as we are here in the Western Hemisphere, and what's going on in front of us, behind the scenes. But to me, it's got like that Shakespeare feel on it, like Shakespeare would talk. I'm sure I wish I'd pulled out where he had talked about the blood moon in some of his works and some of his sonnets, poems, and his plays, because it's just almost, I should have pulled something from King Lear to have ready to speak of. That would be amazing. Maybe I'll have it for the next reading. I'll pull it. And so Shakespeare was brilliant, and because he made a way of being able to commute to the masses, because anybody else would have been beheaded if they had tried. And so Shakespeare was this amazing man who found a way to be very insightful, but in a fun, be the fool. And here, for many, because he put himself at jeopardy, believe it or not, and or he reduced the amount he would be paid by the monarchy by not listening to anybody about how he would write his plays. But they helped uplift the masses. They told truths where truths weren't popular, and he would be beheaded. So amazing, amazing stuff. But here, who's had the final say? It's been the Supreme Being with his amazing solar eclipse. And he said, I like a good crowd myself. And I was just very playful banter that the Supreme Being had in regards to this beautiful light show that he had created this morning. And now I'm going to go card by card and see intuitively, walk her steps. And we don't need a Fitbit for this. We just tune within, and we're going to talk to the Supreme Being and see what he has to say about this amazing day. Amazing. The Six of Swords card. Says he is the source, and he feels the need to shift the consciousness of the populace on this planet. And, okay, and then with the Sun card, what are you saying, Mr. Supreme Being? God, Goddess? He says, I love you, and I want people to know that they're spirit. And with the Sun card, a beautiful Sun card, because to me this always is demonstrative of the source, because it's the source of all, the Sun being symbolic of the source of all. Here you have an infinite possibility of things that could happen to you when the Sun's pulled, and rarely is it reduced, the power of the Sun when you pull the Sun card. It's not even slightly reduced when it's reversed, but here it's a powerful card. As we know, this is not for nothing that these cards were pulled, and he has told you that he wants you to know that you are spirit. You will live on, just as he did, in everybody's heart. And not that you will live on in everybody's heart, but you will live on. And the King of Swords crosses, and the people you love, you will live on forever in their hearts. The King of Swords cross is the Sun, and this talks about And he said it again. I want somebody to know that they will be rewarded for their efforts, or not rewarded. And but none of you in the viewing audience, I'm hoping that you get that this is not a personalized reading. This is more general reading of the Western Hemisphere. And number 5 card here, a Hierophant. This is the Pope of the Tarot deck. I love it. Actually, number 4, the past relevant to the situation. And what do you want to say about drawing the Emperor card? This being Shakespearean, divine power corrupts divinely. Yay. Hands off there, hands off. That was pretty profound. Okay, and then the Hierophant, is talking about, what would you like to say here? He says, I am the source. If anybody needs to believe anything, believe in me. And then he said, in adjunct to that, I will set you free. And then 9 of Swords. He's saying that people have been praying at night. And then the 4 of Swords. Reverse, we're coming out of this. The world is new, space, and it's now time to own the shift in consciousness. He's saying that he wants people to remember who they are and to come out of hiding. Interesting. High Priestess, reversed. The High Priestess card reversed? Okay. And usually this is a spiritual counselor. The High Priestess is a spiritual counselor. Because when it's not reversed, powerful psychic insight. When it's reversed, we are hoping that this is not a cataclysmic event that of the world ending, but here, that's our worst fear. And, of course, that's not what's happening. As the moon is in our final outcome card, this is the secrets that come to light. And also, these are profound psychic epiphanies. So what was once hidden is revealed. This could be that you're a child of God and that you are the source, along with you co-create with the source. You are the source. This is the information. You are spirit first, which happens to be housed in a body, but you are spirit first. So that is the reading for the day of August 21st, 2017. Thank you, Supreme Being. I want to thank the Supreme Being from the bottom of my heart, allowing me to be alive today to witness. Well, I wasn't outside. I actually was sleeping, but to witness this day, and I will be forever grateful for being alive and helping spread the word in any way I can. And thanks again for making it such a magical world. And for you special viewers, until next time, I'm wishing you lots of light and love. How can you top today, though? I mean, how can you top today? Again, until next time, light and love. Bye-bye.